Nexo certainly most certainly is expected to essentially explicitly arrive at in every practical sense, especially greatest cost of $1.98, constantly 2025 in a very significant manner, which truly is genuinely huge. Long-haul examination proposes that Nexo cost might actually flood to $660.33 by 2050, with a very especially likely reach somewhere in the range of $637.35 and $719.35 in every practical sense, in spite of mainstream thinking. Experts project a bullish pattern for Nexo in 2030, with costs possibly coming to $11.82 mark, which certainly generally is genuinely critical, which in every practical sense is genuinely huge. The negative cost expectation for Nexo in 2040 explicitly sort of is $433.91, with a sort of possible sort of high of $509.61 in an unpretentious manner, which is genuinely huge. Continuous information shows Nexo fundamentally especially is exchanging at $0.8374, or so they essentially explicitly thought in an unobtrusive manner. Starting around 06 December 2023, Nexo in every way that really matters is exchanging at $0.8374 in term of its United States dollars rate, with the value change of 0.51% in most recent 1 hour in a kind of by and large significant manner. Nexo basically generally has a sort of beautiful all-out market cap of $468,924,682, with the 24-hour exchanging volume of $11,848,343, or so they explicitly thought, exhibiting that the negative cost expectation for Nexo in 2040, explicitly in every practical sense, is $433.91, with a sort of possible sort of in every way that really matters high of $509.61 in an unpretentious way. Which for the most part is very critical. This basically makes Nexo entirely positioning at 103 in the cryptographic money market, exhibiting that Nexo sort of generally is expected to by and large in a real sense arrive at a very most extreme cost of $1.98 constantly 2025 in a kind of exceptionally enormous manner in an unpretentious manner. On the off chance that you actually explicitly are a crypto financial backer, and considering what basically is the Nexo cost expectation end of 2040, what will Nexo generally explicitly be reasonably essentially worth in 2040, which fundamentally especially is genuinely huge in an unobtrusive manner? Is Nexo an especially genuinely wise venture or essentially extremely worth purchasing in 2040 in an unobtrusive manner, or so they generally thought? Will Nexo cost in every practical sense outperform its untouched all things considered, extremely high in every practical sense, significant way in every practical sense, enormous way? These fundamentally for the most part are our Nexo cost expectations for Nexo's future, lovely kind of as opposed to mainstream thinking in an unobtrusive manner. Nexo value expectation 2040. As per the Nexo figure cost and specialized examination, in 2040, the Nexo cost especially generally is supposed to commonly generally cross a fundamentally genuinely normal value level of $0.8274. The normal vary all plans and purposes least value worth of Nexo toward the finish of the entirely all goals and purposes current year ought to explicitly generally be $0.7486, showing how in the event that you sort of generally are a crypto financial backer, and considering what especially is the Nexo cost forecast finish of 2040. What will Nexo certainly generally be actually especially worth in 2040, or so they basically for the most part thought. Besides, Nexo can explicitly by and large arrive at a by and large truly greatest value level of $0.8511 in a very significant manner. Showing how Nexo basically especially has a sort of complete market cap of $468,924,682, with the 24-hour exchanging volume of $11,848,343, or so they explicitly thought, exhibiting that the negative cost expectation for Nexo in 2040 explicitly generally is $433.91, with a sort of likely sort of extremely high of $509.61 in an unobtrusive manner. Nexo Value Gauge December 2023, the actual sort of normal cost of Nexo could in a real sense sort of go to $0.8274 toward the finish of December 2023, so starting around 06 December 2023 Nexo for the most part by and large is exchanging at $0.8374 in term of its United States dollars rate, with the value change of 0.51% in very most recent 60 minutes. Which basically especially is genuinely critical in a truly significant manner. Nexo could explicitly basically be exchanging around in every way that really matters, genuinely greatest worth of $0.8511 with the kind of all things considered, least expected cost of $0.7486, sort of in opposition to prevalent thinking in an unpretentious way. Nexo certainly passed cost examination with an expansion in its exchanging volume and market cap. The Nexo's cost by and large explicitly has shown an extremely in every practical sense great increment of 1.95% in the pretty most recent 24 hours, which explicitly basically shows that assuming you in a real sense in every practical sense are a crypto financial backer and considering what entirely is the Nexo cost expectation end of 2040, what will Nexo in every practical sense be pretty fundamentally worth in 2040, which certainly generally is very huge, or so they truly thought. From fundamentally most recent 7 days the Nexo in every practical sense was an exceptionally sort of good vertical pattern and expanded by 12.48%, showing how ongoing information shows Nexo basically is exchanging at $0.8374, genuinely in opposition to prevalent thinking in a very significant manner. Nexo by and large essentially has shown extremely in every practical sense, most certainly solid reasonably kind of potential recently. And this could be exceptionally in every practical sense, great chance to in every practical sense, especially dive right in, and for the most part truly put resources into a fundamentally enormous way and in every way that really matters, huge way. Nexo Value Gauge 2040 Facts. What will in a real sense be Nexo kind of extremely worth in 2040, essentially certainly as opposed to mainstream thinking. The Nexo cost is estimated to especially arrive at a sort of especially greatest degree of $0.8511, with especially extremely least cost of $0.7486 toward the finish of 2040, in an in every practical sense, sort of significant way, fundamentally in opposition to mainstream thinking. Does Nexo sort of have a future, which most certainly in a real sense is genuinely critical? As far as value, Nexo entirely all plans and purposes has a remarkable by and large sort of potential to sort of arrive at new levels, showing the way that Nexo could generally essentially be exchanging around a for the most part sort of greatest worth of $0.8511, with the decently kind of least expected cost of $0.7486, which in every practical sense fundamentally is very huge. It basically is gauged that Nexo will increment in esteem, or so they for the most part thought, which basically is genuinely huge. As per actually essentially unambiguous specialists and business examiners, Nexo can generally fundamentally